Hello YouTube, it's RDBM and today I want to show you how to add the third kit to your create a club, as well as make those kits custom, so you are not stuck with the ugly templates that are in the game, as well as to change your crest or logo for the team. So uh, when it comes to adding the kit, I already made that video for regular teams, but what is important here is if you want to add a kit that is custom, as obviously added one has to be because it was not a choice when creating a club, then what you need to do additionally is to not only add, so in that video I showed you that you need to find a team tech ID here in the second column and copy the entry of the team that you want to add the kit to. But since here we are going to be mapping as well, and I'll show you that in a second, you need to do that twice. So once for the team that you are trying to map, and then second time for the created team. So that might sound confusing, but you will understand it really quickly. I'm trying to replace Oldham with Red Bull London custom team, create a club team. So what I do is I find the Oldham's entry, their ID is 1920, and as you can see they have only 2 kids as well as the created clubs do. So home and away only, and obviously goalkeeper. So you go ahead here and then you click here copy record, and you go as I shown as mentioned in the last video, you go to the bottom here and just a moment, here we are, and you paste it here. The order of this I pasted them second, and doesn't matter, but this other entry I made 115486, that's the ID of the created club, as you can see here, create club, right? So you also will need to type that one in, so 115486, and as you can see they are here, so you do the same, copy and then go in the bottom and paste. And what is important is that obviously you need to make sure that both of these team kit pair tech ID, they say 3 because you are adding the third one, right? So that's the part with the team kits table in RDBM. Obviously I didn't mention this part, but you need RDBM for this, and you just file open and select your career file. Second step is to then map that. So you go to DB1 and in here kit remapping, and when opening the created club save, the first 3 entries will be automatically there for the home, away and goalkeeper kit. The only difference is they will have ones here saying is custom. You need to make that zeros. If you don't, then whatever colors you picked when creating the club, those will sort of overlay your custom kits that you are trying to map them. So make sure that this column is custom is 0. And since I already told you the home, away and goalkeeper one entries, they will be already in the table. You just need to make this fourth one for the third kit. So just copy this, custom crest, copy this, basically all of this, and just change from team kit and to team kit to trees. So both of them should be trees. And that's that. You hit save. That's when it comes to the RDBM. When it comes to the editor, as you can see, this is already the project I made to save time. You need to, so obviously I replaced Oldham in create a club. So I also saw some tutorials, they mention like all sorts of other teams. Why would you sacrifice a different team uh, with your custom kits when you already replaced one? So you might as well just replace their kits because they won't be anywhere in the game anyway. So since I replaced Oldham with my Red Bull London kits, I pasted them here, and then obviously, as I shown in the other video, you need default 0 and home 0 for the additional one. So this is my third in the default, and this is the away in Oldham and home in Oldham and goalkeeper in Oldham. So that's part when it comes to the data explorer. When it comes to the, and also I should mention, since you are doing this, you should make sure that these IDs, because the create a club will just ignore, so even though here I put blanks in crest, create a club ignores that, and it pulls the crest from the legacy and slaps it on top of your kit. So if you have a crest on the kit like I do right here, then you need to make sure to open hotspots and go to values 0 and 9 and open here bounds. So as you can see, jersey team and shorts team. So this is shorts logo and this is the jersey logo. And make all these 0, all these 4 hotspots, make them 0. And then obviously you want to then for this one, as I mentioned in the adding one, you just want to make sure that whatever so Oldham obviously will have the same hotspot values like other English League teams for the font and name placements. So you just want to make sure to go ahead and click copy on whatever team you are replacing, and then pasting hotspots here on whatever team that you are adding the kit to. So that's that. When it comes to legacy, uh, as you can see, this is pretty straightforward. So mini kits are added here, and then third one is for not found. But you also want to, as I mentioned, add your custom logo. So what you need to do is find the logo that you chose when you created your club. So obviously this is Red Bull London here, but I'm gonna revert it to show you what logo that is. Now it disappeared because it's not bonded, but we'll find it. So for me, I chose the let me hear this one, and I chose it because it was easiest in to find in the editor. As you can see, it's the last one on the list. So light blue, Latin, whatever this is. So, but that doesn't matter. What matters is that you need to then find it. So I chose that one since I knew that it's the last one. But you can also choose this one, for example, in your create a club, and you will remember then, and also make sure that it's black and white or whatever this combination is, gray, so you can find it here, because it needs to not only be the same shape but also the same color. As you can see, there is multiple, so it needs to be specifically that one. And then you just import your crests in those sizes. So the crest folder, those crests are 256 by 256, so you need to make sure that your crest is that size. And then there is three more values, so these come in various sizes because they one size is used for the table, one size is used for the news articles, and etc, etc. So you need to make sure that you also make one for 16 by 16 pixels, this is in pixels, 32 by 32, and 50 by 50. And that's that. That's all of it. So you replaced your crest and you replace your mini kits in Legacy Explorer, and you added your custom templates wherever you created them, whether it's Kit Creator or the Photoshop, doesn't matter. You obviously place the home and away in the team and goalkeeper in the team that you are replacing, and the added one, as I shown in the separate video for that specifically, in the default 0. So that's that for editor. And RDBM we already covered, so you need to add both entries, uh, both for the created club and for the club that you are replacing, and then make sure that mapping is correct. So let's do it once again. This column should be all zeros, and you add this entry. The first three will be there already. You add the fourth one and make sure that everything is same except these two, they should be 3. That is that for this video. I'm just gonna fire up the game real quick and show you that I'm not lying to you, that this actually does work. And that is that for whoever is using the create a club feature that FIFA 22 introduced. Before you would have to, if you wanted to play a custom club, you would have to completely replace some other team completely within the editor like I shown, and then with database. So you would have to edit like the language database so that you would change their names and everything, but there would be stuff that you couldn't then change, like commentator would still say the old club name. So this is way better method now that they introduced this feature. And voila, our kit are here. Obviously, as you can see, the colors of the font of the numbers, I didn't edit them, but I already showed you in one video how to do that, so you have that one as well. I will link this and the separate adding the kit method in the description too, so you can follow up on all of those. So that's that for this video, and see you guys next time.